Girl, Phatgyrlsnoop. Her name with the fat girl.
Who's she?
Phatgyrlsnoop.
What was the name again?
With the fat girl. I am first time ever in my life. Girl, please.
Hey, what's up, my snoopers? It's your girl, Tony Michelle, aka Phatgyrlsnoop. Just here just to do a quick video because I got to skedaddle and go watch this that Monica Lewinsky, Bill Clinton. I got to watch it, so I got that on record. Cause you know, I got to snoop that out. I'm nosy like that. Well, anyways, welcome to my channel. Welcome to my live. My name is Tony Michelle, aka Phatgyrlsnoop. And if you are new here and you want to see more of my Phatgyrlsnoop shenanigans, please do not hesitate to like, share, comment, and subscribe, because like I tell you guys every night, I am trying to do my damn thing on this podcast and on this YouTube situationship, and I cannot do that without you. So don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And guess what? It costs you absolutely nothing but 3 seconds of your time. But for my A1, for my day one snoopers, thank you so much for believing in me and watching me and spending this little time with me. And without you guys, there is no me. So that's just what it is. So thank you guys for looking out for your girl, supporting your girl. It does not go unnoticed. So let's get into today's hot topics. Okay, now over the weekend, I don't know if you guys watched, but I sure watched, because I don't think I ever shared this on this platform, but back in the day, I was a Royals fanatic, mostly because of Princess Di. I really, I grew up during that time, so I got to see her in action, and she always seemed like she was like a pleasant type of person, outside of the monarchy. And when she passed away was around the same time that my mom passed away, so I felt like a little connection to the Harry and William. But thanks to the Lifetime movie, like, I am no longer Team William. I do not like Prince William. I mean, we're going to get into all that. So, they released the movie. I don't know if you guys watched it, but if you guys did not watch it, there are going to be some spoilers here. So I suggest you hop on off, go vacuum or something, or go get a snack, and by the time you come back, it should be over. Well, this movie, the Lifetime movie, is called Harry and Meghan Escaping the Palace, which basically was left off of the movie that they already put out. I'm be honest, I didn't watch that movie because I really was not interested on how Harry and Meghan met. I just didn't care, so I didn't watch that. But I did watch this one, and it basically follows Meg and Harry as they contemplate and eventually leave their royal duties and eventually move to Santa Barbara. Now, here is what I learned. Again, I'm going to say it is a spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. So, if you don't want any spoilers, hop on off. But here is what I learned in regards to the. First of all, I did not know that it was actually Harry who wanted to leave the firm. Apparently, Harry wanted to leave the firm ever since his mom's death. He's wanted to leave the firm. I did not know that. The media definitely painted that it was actually Meghan who convinced Harry to leave the firm. And by the way, looking at this picture, right? Don't these actors look like the real freaking deal? Look at that. I mean, Lifetime, there's one thing you guys are good at. You guys, I mean, not only you guys are good at watering down stories, but you guys are good with picking out the actors playing these in these biopics. I'm just saying. All right, so I also learned that Prince William was not for Meghan at all. He did not want to meet the baby. They had to convince him to actually take a trip to the US to visit Harry and Meghan. They had to convince him. He did not want to go initially. And he did not want his children to meet Archie, Harry's son. Isn't that weird, huh? Right. Now, also, I did not know that during the trip to the US, Harry and William were basically at each other's throats. This is according to the movie. Like I said, they had to convince William to go. He didn't want no parts of it at all. And also, I actually learned about the hidden meanings to the colors that the royals wore. I guess, like, I didn't pay that much attention. So I decided to do a little research. And remember when, well, if you didn't watch the movie, there was a scene where Princess Kate, well, the Duchess of Cambridge, Kate, was having a conversation with Meghan before she before they left the royals. It basically was like, hey, I'm going to wear the same color as your wedding so people could know that we are a united front. So I was like, interesting, right? So I went back and I googled some pictures. So I found this picture of Kate, of course, with Camilla and Prince Harry and Meghan. They're seated like in front of them. And as you can see, Kate has on yellow. So then I was like, because I actually did watch the wedding, but I wasn't really paying attention to who had on what. I was just paying attention to basically Harry and Meghan, okay? Our first black princess, okay? As far as England is concerned. All right, so I saw that, and so I went and I started looking for wedding, the wedding pictures, and then I brought it up, and look at that. If you could see, Kate should be on Meghan's right, and as you can see, she has on that same yellow. I don't know if it's the same outfit, but it was definitely the same color. And that allegedly was so that people could know that they were a united front. So that was at the Trooping of Color, which was the annual parade basically for the Queen, her birthday. And then I found out researching this Trooping the Color that it's not actually on the day of her birthday. So I guess it's like whatever, some kind of tradition in England. Also in the movie, the movie had everything. We had the dramatic flashbacks of Princess Di. We had, of course, the very the British accents. We had the impeccable royal lookalikes. I mean, I don't know if Lifetime was trying to shade Prince William, but I mean, when I say they got that toppery on point for both, really, but they did give Harry a lot more hair than Harry actually has. But with William, it's like, William, you might as well just go bald. Speaking of which, I wondered that if I was a dude, I know this is crazy, right? Like, I always thought, like, if I was a guy and I had that sort of Prince William situationship, for hair, would I just go bald, or would I be that person, that man that tries to just hang on? Hold on to your love. All right. Um, so it was the lookalikes for me. Okay. And also, Lifetime, I would like to know, who was this woman, Victoria, the so-called Cambridge aide. Now, in my mind, they suggest that Lifetime tries to put this in our brain and suggest that this Victoria person was the mastermind behind the firm, was the mastermind about putting stories out against Meghan, was the mastermind of the royal family, period, when it comes to the PR. She was also responsible, according to the movie, for taking Meghan and Harry out of the Queen's Christmas address list. And she was also in charge of, releasing fake stories to put out about Prince William and Kate, just to make people favor them more. So it's like, I Googled this chick. I could not find this chick. I could not find no record of this chick. Not a picture, nothing. So Lifetime, I'm gonna need I don't know if they was trying to hide this person's identity, but I couldn't find this so-called Victoria person anywhere. So my 2 cents is that this Victoria was nothing but a deterrent from us to basically point fingers to the Queen, Prince Charles, and even Prince William. And speaking of Prince William was pretty much a villain throughout the whole movie. And the movie suggested that Prince William is in fact a racist, and he did not want anybody of color in his family, especially like on the front streets when it comes down to the monarchy. And I'm just gonna say allegedly, so my light skinned ass don't get sued. And you know what? Let me go ahead and say this while I'm at it. This is a channel for entertainment purposes only, okay? These are just my 2 cents, and I want to hear your 2 cents too. So please feel free to drop your 2 cents in the comments. Now, so Prince William, he was basically the dickhead, and then they portrayed Kate as some sort of peacemaker, but at the same time, she wanted to make sure that her status in the firm was intact. So although, she sympathized towards Meghan, she was not trying to go against the firm. And the movie also hinted to the fact that Kate actually knew what Meghan was talking about during the Oprah interview. Allegedly, according to the movie. Let's see what else. So, in other words, Kate was basically a flip-flopper. Then the movie also, at the same time, while calling Prince William a racist, also put in the same note that Prince Williams was not a racist. When Harry allegedly asked Prince William to please talk about how his son is getting treated in the press in regards to his race and how Meghan was treated in regards to her race, Prince William was basically said that what causes problems isn't color, it's culture. Meghan's an American. She acts more like a celebrity than a royal. To which Harry allegedly responded, "You need to eat well." No, I'm just playing. "Make a statement with me, decrying racism. As the future king, you will need to push on this horrific bullying." To which William allegedly replied, "For the last time, I agree. Diversity in the family is a good thing." Now, this kind of ties into that BBC interview that Prince William did when the interviewer asked him, "Is the family a racist?" after Meghan came out with all these claims. And Prince William basically was like, "No, no, we ain't racist. We ain't a racist family." Come on, you really think that he's going to actually admit that he's a racist? Come on, come on. But I can surely say that Prince William is nowhere near like his mother. Remember when they got mad at Prince Diane for actually going to Africa for the AIDS patients? And she was, hugging and, kissing them and whatever. Some people thought it was just for publicity, but the monarchy thought that she was just, trying to be like a step above. Remember that? Okay. We also we get a glimpse of Meghan's suicidal thoughts. We also get a little insight about the alleged mistreatment that she got from the press inside the palace walls. And we also got to know a lot more of the relationship with her mother. They also addressed that infamous evening when Meghan and Harry was when they attended that 2019 Royal Albert Hall performance when she was pregnant. And she thought she was at the top of the flight of stairs, and then she thought about throwing herself on the stairs, just like Princess Diana back in the day. And they was making references to, there were some type of ghost of Princess Di that was like lurking around. And now that part was true, because remember, as far as her wanting to throw herself down the stairs, remember she told Oprah that in that interview that she wanted to kill herself basically. And if Harry would have left her alone that night, because Harry was like, "Well, you should rest, you're very far along pregnant," and she's like, "If I don't go, she in her head she was going to in her life." Now there were also sparks between Prince Harry and Prince William at the recession, that recession that the procession. There was remember that royal procession that we saw on the Commonwealth Day service, which was supposed to be their last engagement as in the royal family. This is when they was basically leaving the monarchy. And remember in the movie when they were basically arguing before they took that ride or whatever, and no, excuse me, that church service, and Prince William basically told them that they could not walk with the royals and all that, because like that was their last day, that was their last hurrah. And then Kate had to step in, and then Prince William ended up just saying, "Okay, fine, y'all could walk, y'all could do it with us, but you guys sit here and we sit there." Y'all remember that? Well, that was not true. That was not true, but somewhat true. In real life, yes, they did miss the oh gosh, what is the procession? But that's only because that Harry attended a couple of them like before the same day, so he really didn't have to attend, or Meghan, that last one. So just because he didn't go to that one does not mean that there was drama behind the scenes, allegedly, according to royal sources. But my thing is, with the movie, there weren't a lot of things that I didn't know. But however, it left me wondering, how did Meghan know Tyler Perry? What was the story behind that? And why didn't they show Oprah? I wanted to see who would Lifetime cast as Oprah. And like I said, with this Victoria, the Cambridge egg lady, I mean, listen, she used the words cancel culture at the royal castle. So I was like, I got to find this lady who knows about cancel culture at the Buckingham Palace. And when I tell you guys, I could not find this lady anywhere, nowhere. So Lifetime, I'm gonna need you to, like, put out the a missing persons report for Miss Victoria out there. So let me know your 2 cents on that movie. Did you watch or nah? All right. So the next thing I want to talk about is the Bill Cosby. Did you all? Did you all see the interview that Andrea Constand did with the Today Show? Okay, if in case you missed it, I'm here to tell you, it was one for the books. Now, she is one of the women who accused Bill Cosby of sexual assault, and this was her first interview since Bill's release. Now, we all know back in 2018. Let me go ahead and pull up this picture so y'all can get the full picture. Here she goes. She looks more of a dude than Bill. I'm just saying, no shade. Bill, you like strong features, apparently. So, this is her first interview from when Bill has been released from the pen. Okay, now, back in 2018, he was sentenced to 3 to 10 years in prison for doing this stuff to Constant back in 2004. And since then, dozens of other women have now also come forward accusing Mr. Cosby of the same exact thing, through the years, as earlier in the years as well. But now that his conviction has been overturned after the Pennsylvania Supreme Court discovered that the criminal charges violated a plea agreement made with the former DA. Now, in regards to Bill being released from prison, Andrea said, this is what she said. She said, I was shocked. I was really shocked and disappointed. The American justice system is flawed. And on the agreement that led to Cosby's conviction being overturned, she says, how can a district attorney enforce a decision on a backroom handshake? How could you give any credibility to that? And after the interview asked her whether the legal ordeal was worth it in the end, Constant responded, I've come way too far to go back to that place to wonder if it's all worth it or have regrets. It was worth it, but it was worth it because I didn't feel alone. I had a whole community, a whole army of women and other survivors, strangers, family, friends who were right there with me. She also added, Bill walks free, but it doesn't change the fact that my testimony was believed. Now, Andrea also expressed that she felt watching Bill Cosby actually celebrate. Remember, he was celebrating outside his house with his son and all that. I mean, I would too. If I got out of prison, on a technicality, I would be celebrating too. The hell? I mean, have you been to jail? Constant? I'm just saying, what was he supposed to do? Walk in super sad? I mean, come on. The man's gonna celebrate. He's basically at the end of his years. He didn't know he was going to see the light of day. He didn't know if he was going to die in prison. But somehow, these drastic change of events, you know, he's a free man. So of course he's going to celebrate. But here is what she said. She said, "It felt disgusting. It didn't surprise me given the level of the arrogance and having no remorse during the time that he was incarcerated. Absolutely zero remorse for what he did to me." She also called Cosby a sexually violent predator who basically was let out of jail. And mama had some choice words for his TV wife, Felicia Rashad, okay, who, if you don't remember, what basically supported Cosby since day one. Remember, she tweeted out after he died, "Finally, a terrible wrong is being right. A miscarriage of justice is corrected." Now, here is what homegirl had to say about Felicia. Okay, she said, "It's disappointing to hear somebody who is such a powerful position herself not to support survivors." That's what she had this. That's what she had to say to Felicia. So Felicia, you got 24 hours to respond. Okay. Now you can watch the interview, her full interview, if you care, on the Today Show website. And my 2 cents is, and listen, we could all agree to disagree. No matter if Bill did get out of the pen on a technicality, that does not mean, to me, that does not scream that he is innocent. And I'm just going to leave it like that. So let me know y'all 2 cents in the comments. Let me know in the comments, do you guys think that Bill should have been let out of prison? Let me know in the comments. And last, before I go, I hate I have to talk about this, but let's talk about it. Let's just talk about it. All right. So y'all see the title. So yesterday, the world lost a icon, okay, in the form of Michael K. Williams, who was unfortunately found dead in his New York City apartment, allegedly from OD. Apparently, he had some type of HERION. So I'm not going to say the name on here because y'all know how YouTube and Facebook do. They love to snatch shit down. Okay, they love to do that shit. But yeah, so allegedly he was battling that sort of addiction. Now, Williams was one of the most talented entertainers ever, starting his career as a backup dancer who was inspired by Michael and Janet Jackson. And most famously, we all fell in love with his portrayal of Omar Little in the hit show The Wire. Williams even blessed us just recently with his HBO hit show Lovecraft Country. Now let me tell y'all guys about that. I was scared of that show. I'm such a wuss. I was scared of that show. I was so scared of that show. But to say that he was loved by millions is an absolute understatement. I mean, he was definitely a fixture on my TV, on my movie screens. I mean, when he plays his characters, he went all out. I mean, he was an amazing actor. And I just felt like what 50 did was kind of wrong. And now he is under fire for how he handled the passing of Michael. For some reason, 50 took to his IG to post and delete this distasteful. And I grabbed it. I knew that when 50 posted this, I grabbed it quick because I knew he was going to delete it. So I got it and I retweeted it out and I put it on my fat girl. I just could not believe that, he was like so cutthroat like that. But hey, we are talking about 50 here, okay? This should not be, I guess, that shocking. So he posted that picture and it says, damn, if you didn't see, let me go ahead and put that up so you guys could see it. The caption reads, damn, if you didn't see Rising Canaan, check it out. The fentanyl is no joke, killing the clientele. And he also plugged in his show, Power Book 3, The Rising of Canaan. So, I mean, distasteful at its finest, 50. I mean, come on, Now, like I said, he deleted it, right? He deleted it, okay? Now, we thought that would be the end. He said what he had to say, and that was it. But no, 50 has been trolling the whole entire time, basically since the announcement of Williams' passing. He had all sorts of posts up. He even posted a screenshot of an old Page 6 article which basically broke down the whole beef between Williams and 50. Now, in case you guys did not know, Williams was said to have been friends with the same people who shot 50 over 9 times, before his career started. The one that, the people he rapped about in Many Men. Yep, the people that, basically he talked about in the his movie. Well, they say it wasn't a biopic, but it was kind of like close to a biopic that he got so far. So those are the people that he was talking about. And apparently Michael Williams was friends with one of the henchmen. And so fans were like, when people were going after 50, put it, was like, hey man, this is not the time. But 50 was like, dead or alive, I don't care, it's gonna be the time forever. Okay, so fans were like taking up for 50, like, look man, this beef goes back, for years, right? So 50 started trolling. That was the fuel to the fire, that he posted that Page 6, that screenshot, and with the caption, don't ever try to understand me, I'm different, I don't do all the fake love ish. Now, the story that Page 6 was referring to stems back, like I said, back in 2018. Williams defended one incarcerated music executive, James Jimmy Henchman Roseman, who was found guilty of hiring a hitman to kill one of 50 friends. And when Michael debunked the rumor that the guy was assaulted in jail, remember that rumor was out, and so that's when Michael actually put a picture with him and the guy up. This picture right here, as a matter of fact, hold on. This picture right here of him and the guy, and basically was like, hey, that's not true. He didn't get his ass whooped in prison. And then when 50 got a hold of it, that's when 50 started to troll Michael. And he started putting up posts of Williams of his gay sex scenes in The Wire with the caption, LOL, old Omar, how much they pay you to play a punk? Mind your business. The F wrong with you. And so they've been going back for a while. Now, I need to know y'all 2 cents on this story. Did Fifth go a little bit too far? You gone too far, 50. You gone too far. Oh, and speaking of Fifth, I think it's time for y'all like my cheesy graphics. All right. Story time. So a few years back, the life of a production assistant. So a few years back, I got a chance to go to the NASCAR thing because I knew a friend who worked there, and the only thing that I begged my friend is, please, I just want to see this chick right here. Okay, I don't know, you guys gotta remember her, Dana Kirkpatrick. It was when Dana Kirkpatrick came to Daytona. She was totally bad ass, and I had to see her. I had to freaking see her, right? So I got in, I got in, so I'm behind the scenes, and the only deal was a, you can't take no photos or no videos until when you go out into the stands. And while you're behind here, you can't take anything. But that's with a lot of the shows that I work with. This was for pleasure, right? So I had no idea. Like my fan out was going to be Dana Kirkpatrick, right? That was my fan out, but I had no idea that I was going to see 50 Cent there. I had absolutely no idea. Now, first of all, I was a little taken back. And I wasn't taken back because I'm seeing 50 in person, okay? No, I'm not taken back for that. I was taken back how 50 was acting really stalkerish with Dana once she came out. I mean, 50 followed her everywhere. When I say everywhere behind the scenes, everywhere behind the scenes. So I was thinking, like, maybe he's just supporting her or whatnot. But I'm talking about even like like when she was interviewing and cameras surrounding her. Like, I mean, if you guys go back to the footage, I believe you guys probably could see some of the footage. But when I say 50 was acting like just really weird. It's like when you turn around, I know, like when she turned around, like there he was. Like real creepy-ish. And I was thinking, like, this has to be so uncomfortable for her, to say the least. I mean, what do you tell 50? Especially when you like surrounded by a whole bunch of cameras. Do you tell him back the F up, 50? Like, damn, Fib, can I do my interview? Like, gee, it was just so freaking weird. And even the people surrounding the Daytona thing was like, what the hell is 50 doing on the damn track? What is he doing? How did he get here? So super uncomfortable. And another fun fact of 50 Cent is that I was supposed to actually work with 50 when he came down here with Chris Brown. I don't know if you guys remember that. 50 was supposed to come down here with Chris Brown, and in 50, at the end of the day, he didn't want to perform here. He wasn't with it. Either they, you know what? I can't even comment. I almost did it. But whatever it was, I got switched out for 50 with the person who actually performed with Chris Brown. And if you live where I live and you know where I live, you can do the math and boop, 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 that's it. Because the way these NDAs are set up, baby. By the way, who likes matcha? That's one of my favorites. But anyways, let me get out of here. Let me know your 2 cents if you like the Meghan and Harry escaping the palace. Do you all feel like I feel that Lifetime was basically protecting the queen? I need to know who this Victoria chick is, because she's using cancel culture in Buckingham Palace. Sorry, I had something in my eye. And what about Andrea Constand on what she had to say about Bill Cosby and Felicia Rashad? Did she have to drag his TV wife into it? And with 50 Cent. With 50 Cent, okay. Did he just go too far? Do you guys believe he just went too far? And do you guys think that he deserved to get roasted on social media? And don't forget, if you like my Phatgyrlsnoop shenanigans, don't forget to please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And you can always catch me on my website. That is Phatgyrlsnoop.com. I got to skedaddle. And before I go, what was I going to say? Oh, hold on, guys. Oh, that's what I meant to say. Who is going to watch tonight about the Monica Lewinsky? Because I heard, I saw that it's being directed by Catfish's Max. You know, the one with the gray hair. So, you know, Max is known to be a little shady. So I am really excited to see what I keep calling her Megan. Monica's thoughts were about the president, and you know, there was an interview about her, and she said that today on Today's show, basically saying that, you know, she does think that Bill Clinton should apologize, but she's not expecting one. But I wonder, is Hillary watching? Well, guys, let me get out of here. And remember, my people, this is PHAT, as in pretty hot and tempting. Bye for now.